Hello again. This video and the one following it are to do with working on pitch but using a rhyme as a starting point. The rhyme in question is engine number 9, and I have the rhythm of it written here on the board. Engine number 9 going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, will I get my money back? Yes, no, maybe so. So that's a known rhythm. And with all forms of education, it's really important to consider progressing from the simple to the complex by logical steps, from the known to the unknown. So once this rhyme is established, we can use this for further things. So looking at pitch, I'm going to use this rhyme to establish the pitch sounds of so and me. Let me just check my pitch. So me. I'm going to be using these two notes, so and me, or the G and the E and C major. And what you can do, you can write under here, so, me. And as a teacher, you can write whatever you want in those, using those notes, provided they are the notes that the children have learned, and then they can read them. You could write the rhythm above the stave and use the blobs on the pitch to identify. Stick notation like this is even more powerful, because with stick notation there is no up and down visually to help guide the up and down of the music. The entire of the sound of the music has to come from within the child. So that's one thing you can do. You can actually write in the pitch notes for them to read, or you can get them to decide what the notes are. They can write them in themselves. They can either choose as a class, choosing out letters at a time, or make their own up and design their own song by writing in and then reading the notes. This leads on, of course, to composition, which is what I'm really interested in this video. You can ask the children to do their own composition by writing in the so's and the me's underneath. So you might have that particular configuration, or you might have so, me, so, me. And that pattern may well repeat right through the whole of the song. Or you can have it in any way you like. You might give them some parameters and say, make sure you don't always have that up and down movement, so you must break it up sometimes. You should likely to get something like so, me, so, me, so, me, me, so, me. Me, so, me, so, me, so, me, so, me. That sort of thing. So again, the children can compose their own music using those notes. Once that concept is established, you can then decide to use la, so, and me. That's these three notes here. Give you 3 notes to work with. Again, you have to consider this going from the simple to the complex by logical stops. We now have so and me established. We're now using la, so, me. Again, the children can write them underneath, or you can ask them to read work that you've already set up for yourself. So, for example, they might like to do so, la, so, me, so, la, so, or whatever combination you might like. Please note that at the moment, every TT has the same pitch sound on both halves. It's not a running TT, it's on a static, what we call a static TT, which is easier. So we're doing the easier things first and then progressing. We may next like to consider other parts of this group of notes. Perhaps so, me, and do. Not the re for now. And again here we would have so, me, and do. Again, you can write up your do, re, do, me's and so's here like do, me, so, me. Do, me, so, do. Did you notice on this time, I finished the first line not on a do, and the second line on a do. So that gives like an open and a closed. like a musical question followed by an answer. Again, you can give parameters to your pupils saying to do these sort of things if that's what you would like them to do. Giving them some guidelines and some boundaries to start with is a very good way to start off. You can then remove those, and once they've found their way, they can then decide whichever way they would like to go. So, let's take it a step further. And include the re. So you can now have so, mi, re, or so, mi, re, mi, so, mi, re, do. Still on the same, each TT having the same note on both. Or you can start to develop out and saying, well, have a moving TT. So you can have so, mi, re, mi, do, re, mi, so, re. And you can write it up, they can write it up, they can compose, and then you can take this to its logical conclusion by including all 5 notes of this sequence, which is called the pentatone, and then use do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do. Whatever you want to write in there, you can write all those so's, the whole pentatone there. The pentatonic structure is one of the most excellent key systems for education. There are no augmented, diminished intervals, no major sevenths or minor seconds. It's all major seconds, minor thirds, major sixths, all simple, good sounding intervals. So just to recap, I've used the rhythm of the well-known rhyme Engine number 9 and used it for music literacy with regard to pitch. You can either write it above the stave and put the actual pitch notes in, or you can write it like this and put the solfa underneath, and you can ask the children to do the same. I'm going to suggest that you start with 2 notes, 3, and gradually build out, so that you then end up with the child understanding all the pitch sound that they're working to. If you wish to, you can then continue further. The next notes in the sequence for me will be to add the 4th and the 7th degree. That's the fa and the ti. You then add lower extensions, as in low so, low la. When you want to go further than that, you add the chromatics of fi, si, and ta. In C major, that will be F sharp, G sharp, and B flat. Those notes there will then take you to relative minor, subdominant, or dominant. And after that, you can then add the rest of the chromatics, and then you have a full chromatic structure. But like any skill you're going to teach, do something in a very simple way first so they can understand the background concept, and then gradually build out so that all the rest of the things are included. I hope that's useful. Next video will be on the same subject, but looking at improvisation. Bye-bye for now.